Oh man, it's you guys again. What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. In today's episode, 2022 house tour, game room tour, and YouTube studio setup tour. You guys have been asking for this for a very long time, and I'm finally ready to show you guys pretty much everything. Let's go ahead, take a dive in. Make sure you guys smash that like button and subscribe, and don't forget to take your shoes off. Let's go. All right guys, here we have the traditional living room, I'd call it. I made it a traditional vibe up here with a kind of coffee type look for the paint on the walls. We've got dark hardwood floors, which by the way, never in your life, when you purchase your first home, or if you are a homeowner, use dark colored floors for any type of setup. I don't care what it is. The amount of dust that is trapped that I have to clean twice a week is absolutely insane, along with dark furniture. So I wanted to kind of separate and have both. I kind of do like that traditional look, but I also like a modern look as well, which you guys will see later on in the studio. It's a completely different type of setup. Now, as you guys can see, we have 14-foot vaulted ceilings in here, which fit a 12-foot Christmas tree very nicely, along with the star. Along with the color in here and the fireplace, even the couches, it gives a nice warm type vibe, especially around the holidays. So when Christmas time comes around, when that fireplace turns on and the Christmas lights hit this paint on the walls, it gives it a really nice, cozy, warm type vibe, which I absolutely love, especially in the winter. It's a great vibe, and honestly, overall, I love the color that I went with up here, but you guys will see that it's a completely different scheme throughout the rest of the studio, game room, and that kind of stuff. So let's keep going. Now, as you guys can see behind me, we have this massive table that sits 10 people, which honestly, I've used maybe 10 times over the past 2 years. Before I started this video, I actually had to clean Christmas decorations off of this table. I just got back from Miami and they were still sitting there. It's now June. This is June 3rd. It's Friday evening and I had Christmas decorations on my table. So that shows you guys how often I actually use it. Now, if you are someone who's just starting off with streaming and gaming, you know what's just as important, and something I wish I would have had a long time ago, is a one-stop shop that let me fully customize my stream and really make it pop and take it to the next level. With graphics titles, emotes, animations, camera overlays, pretty much anything you could ever think of on a budget, Own.tv's got you guys covered for it. Own.tv is who I've used in the past and has been my go-to for everything when it comes to graphics and templates, such as animated screens, badges, Stream Deck icons, and overlays to keep you looking crisp when going live or recording your videos. What's even more appealing is the ease of use you get when checking out and customizing everything to set the aesthetic you're going for in your setup. Best of all, I've got you guys covered with a 50% off coupon if you use my coupon code and link that's down below in the description. So make sure you guys check that out once this video is over. And thank you to Own.tv for sponsoring this segment of today's episode. And here we are, guys, in the kitchen. As you guys can see, granite countertops, dark cherry red for the cabinets, which I absolutely love. They go really well with the color on the walls, the backsplash, and pretty much these silver appliances that you guys see. We have a KitchenAid fridge, KitchenAid all over the place, dishwasher, stove, and microwave. And you guys are probably wondering, well, what's in my fridge? Now, since it is June, summer's right around the corner, quite literally, and it's time to lean down a little bit. So we have a fridge full of healthy drinks, which is one, just drinks. We've got Prime, baby. Honestly, Logan, I just saw Logan at the F1 races, which by the way, guys, I will have that vlog up for you guys here in the next couple of weeks. It's a lot of photos to process and a lot of footage. So make sure you guys are subscribed for that and turn on your post notifications. But I got to see Logan Paul's new flavor with Prime. It's absolutely amazing. I'm sure you guys have seen it by now. But since this came out, I haven't really been able to drink anything else. If I drink Gatorade or something, it just doesn't taste the same. The flavor on this is absolutely amazing. And that's what we're rocking with for right now. Actually, we also do have some whipped cream. Whipped cream is an absolute must, mostly for the girls, but how can not love whipped cream? Now, not much going on over here. We have a bathroom over in this corner, and then we also have the laundry room right here, which obviously, whenever I do get to use it, I think my water bill is like 80 bucks every 3 months because that's how much I actually use the water in this place. But laundry room's right here, another closet, bathroom right here, and garage, which we will check out later in this video. All right, now, coming this way, we have the bedrooms. We also had a ton of art from Michelangelo to Van Gogh. This place was fully decked out with priceless, one-of-a-kind art that we have moved for security purposes before this video actually started. That's a lie. I'd like to have that stuff, but can't afford it. Now, one thing I would like to make very clear for you guys that I don't really talk about too much here on the channel is I came from nothing. I'm not mommy's and daddy's money like most people that you see out in today's you know, era of stuff. A lot of people are showing off mommy and daddy's money. Let's put it that way. I came from nothing. This is my place, and I'm actually taking care of my dad right now, who actually, this is his bedroom, and I think he might be sleeping right now. I don't know, I don't want to check on him. But there's nothing really to see in there but a bed and a bike. Fact of the matter is, if you guys ever get to a position financially where you can take care of your parents, eventually you're gonna have to. Where I'm from, we don't send our parents to nursing homes. We take care of them until the end. So that's that. So there's no real need to go ahead and check out this bedroom because there's nothing exciting in there. Middle bedroom is the workout room. Now this middle bedroom is the workout room. We have a treadmill in here. We had a Peloton in here, which I really don't use and I got rid of. We have this machine behind me, which is great for your back, your chest, your buys, your tries, even your legs. Anytime you need to get a quick workout in and you don't feel like leaving the house, especially here in Michigan, if I'm not in Miami and it's freezing here and it's snowing, I don't really want to leave the house and head to the gym, which I do have a ton of gym memberships and basketball memberships. But if I can't leave the house, I have a ton of work to do. Or if the weather is just terrible and I want to get a quick workout in, this is where I go ahead and do that. Now, as you guys can see, on the way to my bedroom, we have another bathroom, which is bathroom number 2. Let's keep going. Here we are in the master bedroom, which is my room and where it all goes down. Yeah, I try to take as much tech out of this room as possible because I do like winding down before bed, or at least trying to. So we have a Google Nest Hub Mini, and then we have a dock to charge my phone, my watch, and that, and then just a TV, which I rarely use, but that's pretty much it as far as tech goes in this room. We have a dresser here, picture of me and my mom. I think it's my 4th birthday, maybe 5th birthday. I don't know exactly what birthday that is, but it's a picture of me and my mom. And then we have this dresser here, which is empty. And I also have my suitcase in here, which I haven't unpacked either. Congratulations, I'm falling apart. Let's go this way where we have the master bathroom. Here we are in the master bathroom, which honestly, guys, we have a double sink here, granite, same cabinets that we saw in the kitchen, stand-up shower, which I use almost all the time, and then we have this bathtub, which I haven't used since the house was built. And now here I am coming out the closet. Not that way. This is where I had all of my shoes and some of my clothes. To be quite honest with you, it wasn't all of my shoes because I have over like 300 pairs of shoes. It wasn't big enough for me and all my clothes, but for right now, I mean, for the past 5 or 6 years, it was decent. I said it was fine, but definitely needed much more closet space. We also have one suit jacket in here. Times are tough. We're in a recession. Market's about to turn. We have a suit jacket. What the heck is in here? Oh, it's an AK-47 magazine. Oh boy. Let's keep going. Yeah, I am James Bond when the camera turns off. I'm also a double agent. Let's head over to the game room, which is somewhere you guys have seen a lot of me in over the past few years. Here we are in front of the game room, a room that you guys have seen plenty of over the past few years as far as streams, content creation goes, gaming headsets. A lot of stuff has happened in this game room, some of which I can't mention. Let's go. Back in the game room like we never left. This is a soundproof room. For those of you guys that don't know, this is where we like checking out all the microphones and the headsets, comparing microphones, doing a lot of streaming, gaming, stuff like that. We have a monster fridge over here. Whole room is soundproof, pretty much. We have another setup back here that you guys have seen multiple different reviews that I've done, whether it was the MacBook Pro, M1 Max 16. We've set up a couple different types of varieties of setups over here on this side, and then we also had the monster PC behind me, which hasn't really changed aside from the recent update that we did on the CPU and graphics card. We did a whole new build after Mr. Freeze, if you guys remember that one. It was an Incredible Hulk. Mr. Freeze is downstairs, which you guys will see in a second. But Incredible Hulk was right here. We upgraded him, we took out the liquid cooling because I kind of got sick of it, to be quite honest with you. And we have the same setup of 3 LG 27-inch 4K gaming monitors, and a 44-inch Vizio Smart TV up top. That's all connected. We also have my PS5 in here and some other gaming headsets and stuff like that. A lot of the stuff has been moved from here to another location. We also took out a lot of the Monster. I have a couple of bottles of Celsius in there actually right now, which obviously doesn't go well with the Monster fridge. But so far, that's pretty much it. You guys have seen the game room setup tour in the past. If you guys haven't, I will make sure to have that link down below for you guys if you want to check it out. But here is the game room, and this is where a majority of testing on the gaming headsets, the microphones, streaming, gaming, that kind of stuff happens. Let's keep going, and let's take you guys down into the studio so you guys can see what's going on down there. What are you guys waiting for? Let's go. Alrighty guys, now here we are in the YouTube studio slash theater slash man cave slash massive bar slash anything you could possibly think of that you might enjoy to where you wouldn't have to really leave and go anywhere. This is what that is. All around the studio we have posters of my favorite movies of all time, from Terminator 2 to Bad Boys to Independence Day to the Avengers movies, Home Alone, Hangover, anything you could think of. Top movies over the years, I've got posters of them. We have a massive screen behind me. It's a 210-inch projected screen. It's on the wall actually, and the projector is up here next to this theater sign. We have this all wired together along with the server from the game room down in this back room. But anything pretty much if you want to throw a party, hang out with friends. I haven't really tried to game on this unless it was arcade games because playing Call of Duty on this screen just doesn't work out. Down here it's more of a futuristic modern look, and I actually really liked the way that it turned out. And these white couches really make it pop. Now over here to the left, we also have a massive love sack, which I don't know if you guys have ever sat on one of these before. It's like sitting on a cloud. To the right over here, we also have a pillow sack, which is a slightly smaller variant of that love sack, which fits about 2 people. The love sack over here fits 4 different people on it. We've tested it out. Trust me, it fits 4 people. And it's absolutely the most comfortable thing that you'll ever sit on, period. Now over here on the left side of the studio, or right side depending on which way you guys are looking, we have the popcorn machine, and we also have the candy wall, which is probably one of my favorite things down here. We built this candy wall out of acrylic and actually carved it and molded it ourselves. On the sides we have candy, both sides have candy, and then the middle 2 sections are full of our favorite chocolate. Now over the years I've caught my dad and multiple other people taking Milky Ways, Twix, and Reese's, pretty much the best sets of chocolate, and then also when they couldn't get to it, they pull a whole bunch out from the bottom and dump it right back on top until their favorite candy fell to the bottom, as if they were playing Candy Crush in real life. To the left of the candy wall here was a lot more candy, chips, and pretty much anything you guys could possibly think of junk food wise. We had it all down here. Let's keep going. Here we are in bathroom number 4. Don't really know if you guys really care about this stuff, but it's another bathroom to have when you're taking a break, especially with these animals eating all my candy and my popcorn. Now let's go ahead and head back that way towards the desks so you guys can get a better idea of what I've got going on over there if you've never seen it before. Now over here, like I mentioned, we have my 34-inch Alienware setup with Mr. Freeze. Now I call it Mr. Freeze because it has the same color scheme that Mr. Freeze had in Batman. So if you guys ever saw that movie, you guys, some of you might be too young, but it's got the pink and the light blue along with the Corsair LT100 towers that you guys saw me check out in the previous video. Now down here, mostly editing is what is done if I'm not doing it on my Mac Studio. And we have 2 speakers here along with the AverMedia boom mic that you guys saw me review a few months back. And it's on a 97-inch countertop from IKEA with Alex drawers. I kept it simple down here, but I wanted a darker color scheme. I wanted to keep a matte black and gray type vibe down here. So that's what we have on this side. Heading over this way, if you haven't noticed, there's a ton of Nerf guns all throughout the studio. So in case friends, family, whoever's over watching movies, someone pisses someone off, an all-out showdown happens with Nerf guns. There's the massive Tommy Boy up here that houses, I think, 250 bullets. These are the newer ones from Nerf. You guys saw Peter McKinnon playing with these a few months back. These are absolutely amazing. There's handguns. There's multiple versions of these Nerf guns all throughout the studio. So that's what we got going on over here. We have a battery charging station here and some of my favorite books that I like reading here in my downtime. Battery charging station mostly for the cameras, lighting equipment, stuff like that. And then we have 2 setups over here. You guys remember the Mac Studio that we reviewed a few months back? That's actually at my new place. And we also have a few different lighting schemes here, a few little pieces of artwork that I like changing stuff up with. And then we also have Charmander down here who's been a solid sidekick over the years. Now down here in the studio, we have about 15 different speakers, from subwoofers to surround sound speakers, pretty much all across the board. Whether we're gaming, listening to music, watching movies, it gets extremely loud down here. And there's been a few times where I have had the cops called on me. It gets that loud. Over here to my right, we have my pillow sack, we have some leather couches, and we also have my love sack down there. Now, if you guys have a love sack store somewhere nearby, in your mall, wherever it is, go and give these a shot. I promise you won't be disappointed. They are quite expensive, but in my opinion, they're well worth the money. And over here to my left, we have a top-down section and another set for B-roll. Now, this one's strictly the white B-roll section. That's what I like to call it. It looks like you're inside of an Apple studio itself. If you guys have ever seen completely white out conditions when I'm shooting B-roll, that's where most of those shots were taken, was in this section right here. It has custom lighting all set up to where it just turns on at the push of a button. And we also have this Hue floor lamp here that syncs really well with the rest of the studio, the game room, and pretty much all the other Hue lighting that we have in this house. Now coming to this side, we have another setup for A-roll. This one was inspired by Parker Walbeck. I absolutely love the look with this one. I wanted a different look from what I had. Everything else screamed LED, high intensity, you know, a much more modern look. We also have a little bit of a traditional vibe to go what we have upstairs down here for an A-roll segment. These are actual wooden planks that are screwed directly to the wall, and you guys have seen a ton of videos here on the channel with this particular setup, and it's actually one of my favorite ones down here in the studio. I want to continue on this way towards the bar so you guys can get a glimpse of that, and then we'll head towards the other A-roll and B-roll sections that we have in that part of the studio. Now heading over to this part of the studio, we have one of my favorite pieces that I've actually created myself. We have a Manfrotto arm with a clamp that's connected to a beam, that's connected to a curtain rod, that's connected to a slider here. So we can pretty much film anything as far as top-down sets go. We have this massive piece of granite here that looks absolutely amazing and doesn't move, so you don't have to worry about the table shaking when you're reviewing different pieces of tech. But we also have about 50 different backdrops that we can add on this to change the color scheme and different designs to make it really pop based on whatever we're filming. We also have this Godox that you guys have seen here on the channel in the past, and it has a remote to where we can adjust that brightness depending on what we actually need and for what we're filming. Heading this way, we have about 12 chairs to fit pretty much a whole school bus of drunken alcoholics. I've only really had about maybe 5 or 10 parties down here over the past 5 years. I really haven't had too many people, you know, come over. It's been a place for me to relax and chill and do whatever I want, but it's mostly been just girls hanging out, and then a few of my friends come over here and there. But I really haven't had time, to be quite honest with you guys. I'm so busy with everything else going on that sometimes you don't get to really enjoy this stuff. We built everything down here, believe it or not, just pretty much most of myself and a few friends. I even did the electrical down here myself, which I saved tens of thousands of dollars doing. Now coming to this side of the studio, you guys are really familiar with this spot. This is the custom soundproofing that I had designed for this wall. It looks absolutely amazing in my opinion. Works really well. And then on this side, we have the famous white wall that we've used for so many videos over the years that have really caused a lot of problems for viewers here on the channel. From eyes burning to pretty much anything you could think of. This is that massive white wall that you guys have seen me film so many reviews on. Over the years, you guys have absolutely loved and supported me with any setup, and I really like changing it up for you guys. And over here on this side, pretty much what we have is 3 sections. We have one section here with B-roll that actually can be shot with different colors. We have a photo booth to where it just drops different cardboard colors based on that setup that we have over here. I forgot what it was called, but we have something to where you can add 3 different systems of backdrops for photography and stuff like that, so where you can change out the roles and pretty much shoot anything that you'd like to shoot back over here. This side we have the white section for the videos, and then we also have this section over here. So we have 3 different types of videos we can shoot in this particular set of the studio. Now this top-down set over here includes a Godox light, which I can pretty much power on and off with a light, make it brighter, control it. Everything has been streamlined down here to work really well. Next to that, we have a boom arm to where I can set my XLR microphone if I am using one. Currently, I'm using the Sony ECM B1M for this video because I am moving around. And then we also have a light from Neewer over here that Neewer. Is it Neewer? I think it's Neewer. But it's a flat panel light that's circular. We have a few of those down here in the studio that actually clamp to the ceiling and can be adjusted pretty much any which way. Now to discuss actually what's going on, guys. 2 months ago, I decided to sell my house. And I wanted to give you guys a reason behind it so you can understand where I was coming from. Financially, it it wasn't really an issue for me. I thought to myself, if I was gonna get married and move out here in the next few years, I thought it'd be a smart decision to do it now when the market's hot and actually sell my house at a higher price and take a higher profit. You guys know me from a financial standpoint. I have to do the smartest financial decision for myself and my family. So that's what I ended up doing. But in the meantime, I've always been traveling. So for me, it makes sense to buy something here or rent. The actual plan here, I have a new studio with loft that's absolutely massive. It's not as big as this total house, but it's massive for what I need it for. And then I also have a spot that I'm looking for down in Miami Beach. So this way, when wintertime comes around, I can hang out down there. So I have 2 separate studios that I really can pretty much shoot and film and do whatever I want with. And as soon as that weather changes and I'm miserable here in the cold, I can head down to Miami Beach. And the best thing for me with renting right now is I feel like it's the best option because interest rates are through the roof. Unless you're paying cash for a house, it doesn't really make sense, to be quite honest with you guys, because you're gonna be paying a ton of interest over the years, probably double what you paid for the house in just a 15 or 20 year span. So in my opinion, the best thing to do is to rent right now, build up your cash flow, invest in some properties, invest in stocks, options, stuff like that, and then just build up different types of cash flows to make sure you guys are set financially. I've got about a week left in this place, and over the last 2 months, I've been slowly packing and packing and packing because as you guys can imagine, there's a ton of stuff down here that needs to be moved. Now, heading over to this setup, which you guys have seen here over the past few videos, and maybe even over the past year, we have a Godox ADS60S, which is a smaller dome light that looks absolutely amazing. It's on a tripod with wheels, so I can move this thing around the studio, as well as this 40-inch Vizio Smart TV that I use to watch myself when I am recording. Now, attached to the Vizio Smart TV, we also have a Rode NTG5 for my XLR microphone that's powered by a phantom power source. And then we also have this LED light from Parker Wallbeck that does not flicker. I will make sure to have that link down below for you guys as well. But this is setup number, I don't even remember, but if I count it out, there's about 15 to 20 different setups I can create for filming between here and the game room. So nothing short of absolutely spectacular over the years. This has worked out really well for me and I am gonna miss it. I'm gonna try and not get emotional here on you guys. It feels weird, but it also feels like it is time to take that next step for me, if that makes sense for you guys. I'm ready to kick it up a notch. I'm ready to keep going. It's time for a change, and believe it or not, this studio is gonna look like a shack in comparison to what I've got planned for the future. So I really appreciate you guys. I can't do this without you. You guys have been so supportive over the years. I absolutely love you guys, and it's been such a pleasure to see you guys in the comment section, watching me grow, me watching you guys grow. It's been absolutely amazing. I wish I would have done it a little bit sooner in terms of starting a YouTube channel, but it's been so fun to document this journey with everything going on. And thank you to all the partners and people that have been sponsors over the years as well. That's been absolutely game-changing for me. I really can't thank you guys enough. Everyone together has been absolutely amazing, and I love you guys. Let's keep going. Welcome to my garage, which is a 3.5, 4-car garage. And we also have my 2020 Tesla Model 3 Performance, which I absolutely love and have put over 70,000 miles on in 2 years. I'm gonna be refreshing real soon, so you guys are gonna have to wait and see what I'm gonna pick up. But I absolutely love this car. And to be quite honest with you guys, if I'm not spending time in the studio or the game room, most of my time is actually spent outdoors, smoking a hookah, hanging out with friends, and just relaxing. Otherwise, we have 6 or 7 dark months out of the year to where it's absolutely freezing and it just sucks and it's depressing. So I'll catch you guys in Miami in the winters from now on. So with all that said, YouTube, with all that being said, thank you for stopping by, YouTube, MTV, whatever you want to call it. Appreciate you guys coming over, checking out the house, checking out the studio, checking out the game room. But I'm gonna go catch a workout now. If you want to see more, make sure you follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DetroitFury. And if you enjoyed this content, please make sure you smash that like button for me, subscribe, turn on your post notifications. It really means a lot to me. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in my next episode. Peace.